Fuck, I'm sorry. So basically, after she left my house, I was like really paranoid that I don't know why. I'm like, I don't like inviting people. I don't like inviting Tinder girls over to my house because I'm just really paranoid that they're gonna do weird shit. Especially because like my son is sometimes at my house and that like really bothers me. I shouldn't have invited her over, but we didn't have another place to go and I was horny as fuck. It was just stupid. But, basically, after she left my house, I followed her in my car. I did that thing. So I did the thing where like you turn your headlights off and then you crank your e-brake just a little bit so that you can drive in like stealth mode. Do you guys do this shit? I might be really autistic, okay? But like, here, look. So like, here's like a trick, okay? A lot of cars have DRLs, right? Daytime running lights. So what you have to do is, hold on. Okay, so like, let's say I want to drive my car in stealth mode. Okay, well, let's turn off your headlights. But the problem is, we still have like these weird lights on, right? There are still these lights on. So what you do is, you pull your e-brake up just a little bit, like this, and then you can get them to turn off completely. Oh wait, does it not work in this car? I can't stealth mode in this car, fuck! Okay, I can't do it in this one. I could in my GTI, but on the GTI, if you crank the e-brake to the first tick, it'll actually turn your daytime running lights off. And then, yeah, and then you can drive around like Batman or whatever. Sorry. But anyway, so I followed this chick out of my house, because I told her that I was leaving after she did. So I followed her to make sure she wasn't gonna like drive back to my house to steal my shit. And, after she did that, oh wait, hold on. Wait, my stream is still on, right? It's not cut off? Oh, you're good? Yeah. So after she took a right turn out of my little like housing area. I took a right turn and followed her and I was like doing my little stealth mode shit. And then as soon as she gets to like the second fucking intersection, okay? As soon as she gets to the second fucking intersection, I don't know what happened. I think I was too concerned with like not getting caught. She gets into a fucking car accident. Like it was like, whoosh, like, and it was a decent one too. Like both cars were like moderately fucked, not like flipped over and totaled and shit, but like they weren't going anywhere after that. Like both cars got fucked. Dude, I flipped a fucking Yui and I fucking gunned it out of there because I didn't know if I was like culpable. I don't know why. I got like so scared. So I like drive back and I go to my house and I'm like sitting in my fucking house. I'm like worried, like, is this my fault somehow? Like, did she drink at my house? Was she underage? Like, was she like 10 years old and she got wasted or something? Like, I started like racking my brain for like, am I fucked? Am I ruined my life somehow? But no, she sent me like a Tinder message or something, and she was like, oh wow, like this crazy thing happened, and I was like, oh wow, what happened? And she's like, I got into this car accident right after I left your house, and I was like, oh my god, that sounds horrible, and then I removed her from Tinder right after that message. I'm such a horrible piece of shit. I deleted her right after, dude. I didn't know what she was gonna say. The weird thing is that, oh my god, she had like a unique name, so I was able to find her Facebook, and I stalked her Facebook to see if she was gonna like start talking some crazy shit. But she posted like pictures of like her face and the stitches that she had after the accident, but she like never contacted me again, so whew. Oh my god. Listen, I had good reasons for everything I did, okay? I was totally justified. Oh, fuck. Yeah, I don't know, dude. There's a lot of fucking memes, man. I always feel like in retrospect, like compared to some of the crazy shit I feel like my life is kind of boring, but I don't know, like I've done some funny shit. I think there've been like a couple funny memes. There've been a couple of funny memes. Following her after is pretty... Okay. Let me talk through my thought process. I'm sorry. So I was really nervous bringing somebody over to my house because I don't know if somebody's gonna break into my house and steal my shit or fuck with my shit or remember my shit and come and kill my kid or some crazy shit, right? So what happened was she was in my house, okay? And I was there afterwards and I busted early and it was awkward as fuck. I tried to go down on her for a bit, but she said that like, oh, like it's okay. Like I don't usually orgasm, blah. And it's like, whatever, dude. So my mind was fucked. I wasn't fucking in the mood. She wasn't in the mood and like everything was fucked. And so she she was just kind of hanging out, and I didn't know what to say to get her to leave. Like, because it was really fucking awkward, and I'm not like dating this chick, it was just a hookup. So I'm like, so eventually I say something like, oh, like I have to go, I think I said I either have to go pick up my kid or I've got to go meet a friend or whatever. And she was like, oh yeah, that's cool, well I'll take off. So after I said that, when I started to get my shit ready, I was like, what if I leave and this chick comes back and breaks into my house because she thinks I'm gone, right? That's what fucked my head. So I got outside, I got in my car and turned it on, and then she got outside, I waited for her to turn her car on and leave, and then after she left, I followed her to make sure she wasn't going to turn back and go to my house and steal my shit. Does that make sense? Is that better? Does that feel more justified? I don't know, dude. Maybe I have trust issues. Fuck. No, it doesn't make sense. No, come on, dude. That makes perfect sense. What? She knew I was gonna be gone, man. She would've went back and stole my fucking computer, dude. I had a fucking 980 Ti and my shit. I had 2 streaming computers. Like, my shit was decked out, dude. She had her eyes on that fucking, what was it, a 3960X or whatever I was using back in the day. I don't know. Fuck. Is this why you don't drink? I don't drink because if I get too drunk, the problem is that I hit a point where if I start to get a little drunk, I will get very drunk. And if I get very drunk, I get like really emotionally lost. I get like super fucked. I did it one time in Utah, and I promised myself I would never let myself get that drunk again. I have to be really careful when I drink. If I feel like I'm starting to get drunk, I'll refuse drinks and stop drinking. I can't, dude, me drunk is like that's a really bad meme. Oof. This guy wants to do shrooms? I'm trying to unlock other parts of my mind. Fuck, dude. Have I seen Stranger Things? Nope. No, I don't think so, Stin1. You know what, Stin1? I think you and Forethought, I think I'm gonna say it. I think I'm gonna call you it. I'm sorry. Fuck you, Forethought. Any memes from that Mia Rose and StarCraft player Streamhouse thing? No, I mean, we spent the weekend together. It was okay. Me and Mia are friends again, okay? I'm not gonna let you guys ruin my relationships. Fuck you. I'm trying to think if there are any other... I don't think there are any other, like, crazy Tinder stories. I told you the one where I autismed out about the one girl with the chiropractor. Oh, man. She was so hot, too. Fuck. She had a kid, though. It would have been a disaster. I'm lucky I never dated anybody off Tinder. Tell a story. You have a kid? Guys with kids are hot, okay? I carry my Nathan around. He's a fucking pussy magnet, dude. Chicks love guys that are good with kids. Probably because most women are fucking infant. I'm just kidding. I'm just joking. I'm kidding. Whew. There go the last 10 female fans that I had. Rip. Why did we drive over here? What changed? Oh, because I got cucked. I guess I drove. I don't remember what we were talking about. Tell the chiropractor story? I've told this one on stream before. Why do you guys forget these all? Okay, basically there was a chick that I met, and supposedly she was a military chick. This lady was very attractive. Like, again, I get really lucky in that I for some reason I'm usually able to punch above my weight class. I think it's because I'm pretty funny, and I'm very confident. I think that helps. I think that goes a really far way. Really far way, a really long ways. This chick was super attractive. Oh my God, she was so hot. And we had been talking a little bit, and I think we went out on one date. We went on one thing where we ate together, and oh my God. When I think back to some things in my life, it was very autistic. I've done some very autistic things. when I was talking to this girl, she let out something about how I know she has a daughter. Okay, oh my God, I'm gonna give you the most important life pro tip that you can ever fucking have if you wanna build relationships with people and make people like you, okay? The most important thing you can do is be genuinely interested in their story. I'm dead serious. If you ask a person questions that, one, is a way to get them to talk more about themselves, and two, demonstrates that you have a legitimate interest in them, that person will think very highly of you. So for instance, if you ask a girl, what do you like to do? And she says like, oh, well, I'm really into swimming or whatever. You're like, oh, that's cool. Did you swim in high school or anything like that? If you get people to talk about things they enjoy like that, that builds rapport in such an incredible way. And it's even more incredible if later on in the conversation, if you can find ways to joke about or reference things that they told you earlier, that kind of rapport is insane. If you ever see me talking to new people and you see where I do that, I'll either do it on stream or in real life. If I talk to somebody and I make a joke about something they referenced before, that's like, it's a really intentional way to build like a good feeling with a person, because then they feel like you're invested in them and they feel like you've genuinely paid attention to things they've told you and that you're bringing it up again. It's like a really good way to build rapport with people, right? Anyway, so I think that I am usually genuinely interested in the people that I'm talking to. So this isn't like people are saying fake it till you make it. I am genuinely interested in the people that I talk to, because I wouldn't be talking to them otherwise, right? So I'm talking to this girl. I find out a few things about her. She's got a kid. She used to be in the army. She does her thing now. I find out that she has back pain, and she offhandedly mentions that she goes to a chiropractor to deal with it. So this really fucking bothered me, because I fucking hate chiropractors, okay? And I remember after that date, when I'm home and we're kind of messing around on, we're texting. We're not messing around. We're just chatting via text or whatever. I think about it, okay? And I'm like, I have to go in on this. I can't. So I type like this fucking 2-page fucking thing. And this message, it was like, hey, it was something like this, okay? Hey, I really enjoyed the time that we spent together last night. You seem like a really cool person, and I'd really like to spend more time with you. I noticed that you said you had a daughter, and I really hope the best for you and her, but I also I remember that you mentioned that you have a lot of back pain and issues related to back pain. If the back pain is something that's really keeping you down, because she had like made it sound like this is a big problem, but this is something that's really preventing you from progressing your life, I really think you should look into seeing a real doctor, somebody like a physical therapist. I know that you've been trying to go to a chiropractor for a long time, but honestly, chiropractors aren't really going to do anything for you. I really think that for your own personal health and for the benefit of your daughter and your future, you should really see like a real doctor with real medical training. And she sent me back one message. It was like, I appreciate it, but I don't really need strangers telling me what to do with my medical life. And we never fucking talked again. Oh, dude, I couldn't live with it. I can't be with a chick. I cannot put my hands on a girl who has had a chiropractor putting their hands on them, okay? It is just not, I can't do it. The chiropractors are fucking retarded as fuck, okay? I am not gonna mess with you if you go see a chiropractor. This is like a man's gotta have integrity, okay? And I've done a lot of fucking hedonistic shit in my life, but I will not lay with a woman who goes to a chiropractor on the regular, okay? Fuck that shit. So I have no regrets. Fucking fuck it, dude. What's wrong with chiropractors? They're fake doctors. Chiropractors don't go to med school or receive any kind of formal medical training. Chiropractic is a quack pseudoscience that has no medical research backing it up whatsoever. And most people that like chiropractors don't even know what the quote-unquote science of chiropractic teaches, which is that chiropractics believe that every single ailment the human body experiences can be cured with a correction to the spine. So things like diabetes, things like HIV, things like influenza, things like all those diseases can be cured if you just correct the spine in proper ways. That's what the science of chiropractic believes. Most people just go to the chiropractic for like a back massage, in which case you should just go to a massage therapist. Or talk to a physical therapist. Don't mean to be autistic, but physical therapists don't go to med school either. Oh yeah, no, sure. But at least like physical therapists have real training and like a real background in that stuff. Where have you heard this? You can go Wikipedia right now. Nothing that I'm saying is controversial. If what I just said really bothers you, go to wikipedia.org, look at chiropractic, and you can read like the first paragraph. It'll tell you exactly what chiropractics teach. Yeah. But I still like to think that to this day, I will be walking through a crowd of people. You know how at the end of Steins Gate, Okabe meets Kurisu again? One day I'm going to be walking through the crowd and I'm going to see that lady and she's going to be holding her like 10-year-old daughter up high and her back is going to be healthy and she's going to see me. And she's going to be like, oh, I remember you. You saved my back. Thank you so much. I'm sorry, I love you guys. I know a lot of you are really mad right now about the chiropractor stuff. You can go read about it. I'm not going to argue with it. Why does my music keep stopping? Oh shit, is my phone overheating? No, it's not. What about the girl you told you went to dinner with Nathan and then you proceeded to get super fucking autistic? Wait, what? What about that girl you told you went to dinner with Nathan and then you proceeded to get... Wait, what? I don't even understand the sentence. Do you ever get paranoid of people that you knew / know in real life watch your stream? No, I really don't give a fuck. Is that the Applebee's thing? Wait, which story? Wait, what am I forgetting? She gave him free food. The Applebee's girl. Wait, was I streaming this? Oh, wait, no, you're talking about, the free food girl. Oh, no, you're talking about, it was Chipotle, not Applebee's. He's talking about the Tinder video where you said you had a kid in the first message. Oh! Oh, that was a long time ago. Oh, I was really new to Tinder then. I sucked at Tinder then. Never mind. That was retarded. Oh my god! I remember that. I totally autismed on that. That girl wanted to hang out with me, and I totally fucked it up. I don't remember what I was thinking. Dude, I talked to so many fucking weird women. Oh my god, dude. Some girls that you talk to just fucking... are so fucked. No, that's... I don't know. Never mind. Next topic. That was my favorite Tinder meme? Yeah, maybe. That was really dumb. What are your top 3 Tinder tips? I don't know, dude. There are people that are way better at Tinder than me. For me, the most important thing for me on Tinder is I try to get the phone number in like the first like 10 messages. Like if I'm not like texting you like very soon or we're not like hooking up, like I fuck that shit. I lose interest really quick. I'm not gonna sit there and play like fucking phone tag or Tinder tag for like 2 weeks. Fuck that shit. What do you think about the red pill? The red pill, the problem with the red pill is that they take a lot of facts that are true and then they warp them in like really fucking retarded ways. So like they'll say things like, women only want you if you treat them like shit. Women only want you if they see that you're not interested in them at all, right? And like, to some extent, that's kind of true, but it's only kind of true to them because what they've probably experienced in their real life is they've like fawned over a chick and like sent her flowers and like messaged her like all the fucking time and like bought her like teddy bears and she like wasn't really interested in them at all romantically. And then like eventually they got it like a boyfriend or some shit. And then the guy's like, what the fuck happened? Like this is some bullshit. Like, oh my God, it's because I wasn't mean enough to her. And then it's like time to go to the red pill. You know, it's like, okay, well. I never get any pussy! Yeah. Thoughts on streaming Tinder streams? I didn't like that. I didn't enjoy it at all. Oh shit, that's like a copper, I think. Is he gonna kick me out of here? I don't think I'm allowed to be here. Hold on 1 second. Oh shit. Hey, pretty good.
What's going on?
I'm like chatting with some friends.
Oh, you're just down here talking, staying off the road.
Yeah, kind of. I can leave if it's like a private lot. If it's
Okay, well, here's the deal. If you're out there just talking to somebody, I ain't got no problem. I'd rather have you out there talking and setting than driving and trying to text or talk or whatever. That's all cool. Got no problem with that. If you're waiting for somebody, I ain't got no problem with that.
okay.
You know, but, you know, technically, parking lot is closed, you know, by 10 o'clock and stuff.
Sure. Yeah, it's fine. I can find another spot to hang out.
Calm down. You know, you obviously you ain't trying to cause any mischief, right?
Sure.
There you have it. Okay. So I don't, you know, if you're not trying to cause any problems, ain't got no problems with it. You know, I understand. I'm not a complete. I'm not an asshole. You know, I mean, if you're out there just talking to somebody and stuff, and, you know, I'd rather have you sit down to talk than you know, be out there driving and get hit by somebody. So if that's all you're doing, no problems with that at all.
Okay.
Other than that, how'd your night go? You have pretty good Halloween, whatever?
Yeah, I went trick-or-treating with my son earlier down in Council Bluffs, and yeah, hanging out.
Is that where you're from, Council Bluffs?
No, oh no. Do I look like it? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just messing with you.
No, you got teeth. I guess you.
Oh man, yeah. No, I'm from Omaha, but his mom lives over in Council Bluffs now, so.
Oh, that's cool. I understand.
Yeah.
That's all good, man. All good. All right, yeah. So, like I said, you really figure 10, 15 minutes or so, or.
Yeah, yeah, and then I'll be off. Yeah.
All good, man.
All right.
All good. Like I said, I'm not a complete asshole. I'm
Sure.
working on it, though.
All right. Good luck.
In fact, I got a test coming up. It's pretty quick. Better study.
Sure thing. Well, good luck, dude.
Yeah. Oh, much obliged. Much obliged. All right. Have a good night.
Yeah, have a good one. God, I fucking love being white. Oh, it feels so fucking good, dude. I just fucking talk to cops. They love me because I'm so fucking white. Oh, God, I love America. Okay, we're staying here for like 4 minutes and then we gotta find a different spot. Did you dox Rachel? No, she doesn't live in Council Bluffs. If I'm talking to a new person, I'll make like half the shit up to whatever I think they want to hear, right? People love hearing about kids. So you tell them about your kid, they're on a fucking make fun of Iowans meme. Everybody likes it when you make fun of people that live in Council Bluffs, right? Tell people what they want to hear, right? Destiny, what do I look like I live in Council Bluffs mean? Oh, people in Omaha like hate on people that live in Council Bluffs. So it's a good joke to get them on your side, right? Not that it matters. I mean, I don't care. Do you think that would have gone different if you were brown? I don't fucking know, dude. Maybe. Whew. Yeah, I didn't take Nathan trick or treating. Rip. I'm sorry. Yeah, I lie a lot. It's probably not a good trait of mine. I think I'm really good at telling lies. I think I can tell a lot of really good ways to tell lies too. I think lying is I'm not sure. Nothing feels as good as like crafting like the perfect lie. You think, and then knowing that the other person bought it completely, and that it's like such a good. I don't know, dude. That kind of shit is. Like when I tell you guys I love you every night. If you want like a really good, okay, here's like a really good meme tip, okay? I'm giving away like all my fucking ammunition here tonight, dude. The best way to tell a lie is you always have to ground it in truth. And if you can ground it in truth in an offhanded way, it will always sound believable. So like, I don't know how to say it. I guess like because I've practiced so much, like my mind usually works in this way. Like if you're trying, so like so like ask me a bullshit question in chat, and I can make up like a really good bullshit lie about it. Like ask me any question. Like ask me like how does something work or whatever, or like where did something come from, and I'll throw you some like sick ass bullshit, and I'll explain like the thought process. Oh fuck, I can't, the chat is going too fast. Hold on, I fucked up. I have to stop to read it. Okay, hold on. It can't be like, I don't know, I guess it could be. Well, now I don't know. Oh fuck, well now I feel like really pressured to do this. Why can helicopters only reach a certain speed? Oh, that's a good one. Why can I don't even know if that's true or not, right? So, how would you lie about that? Oh shit, hold on, I'm trying to think of some ways to do this. So, helicopters can only reach a max speed. So it would have to be something to do with the propellers. You would have to find a way to tie into, oh fuck, I don't know how I would do that one. That's a really hard one to do. Oh shit, I'm usually really good at like making this shit up on the spot, and now I'm like totally blanking. I fucked up. Never mind. I can't do it. I'm too shy now. I'm too shy to do it in front of an audience. It's usually easier when the person doesn't know that I'm lying, I guess. I can't do it. Oh no. Never mind. Forget this whole conversation. How does an engine work? Well, or no, so I guess it's really hard to make up a lie, I guess, if I know the actual answer, it's harder to make up a lie, I guess. Because I have to like forget stuff or like rethink it. So I guess that's a little bit more difficult, I guess. I guess situational lies are easier to do it. Where are we driving to? Center. We're on Center right now. Oh no, wait, that was Center. We passed it. Hold on. Oh shit. Okay, hold on. I can think of like a decent meme for the helicopter meme. This would only work on somebody that's like really, really, really uneducated, okay? Okay, so you start off with something ridiculous, you bring it back to something familiar, and then you end with your conclusion, okay? So, hey, why can helicopters only reach max speed? Well, the problem is that if a helicopter goes faster than its max speed, the helicopter will actually travel the other direction. It's really weird. If you've ever seen, so for instance, if you've ever seen really weird videos where helicopters are like trying to climb mountains and some shit is happening and then all of a sudden it starts to fall, that's because the helicopter started to go too fast, right? So now we've grounded this in real examples that the person may or may not have seen, but since you phrase it that way, they'll believe those examples exist, right? Okay, so, well, how does that work? Like, how can you possibly explain that, right? Well, have you ever watched a wheel on the interstate, right? When somebody's car wheel is spinning, you notice how the car wheel spins really fast and at some point it looks like it's spinning the opposite direction? Well, what happens is that only works on wheels because the wheel is touching the ground, so it has something to keep it grounded, so that as it's moving, even though the wheel is technically spinning in the opposite direction, the wheel is still going forward. With helicopters, when the propeller begins to spin too fast and it reaches that point where it appears like it's spinning in the other direction, you'll actually lose speed because the helicopter is not grounded on anything that keeps it moving in a certain direction. And this is why if you see videos with like helicopters going the other way or like suddenly losing altitude and shit, it's because they tried to accelerate too much, right? Like, so something like that would be like a really good lie because because the reason why this lie sounds so good is because you've grounded it in so many things that the other person knows are true that it's really hard for them to counter. Because when you present the wheel thing, now they have to think like, well, why does it appear like wheels spin the other way when they start to reach a certain speed? I don't actually know the answer to this. Or why are there videos where when helicopters reach a certain altitude, they start to fall? I don't know the answer to that. He's presenting an explanation that ties all of these facts very conveniently together. I don't know. That sounds like it could be true, you know? It's only hard for them to counter if they're a retard. Well, obviously, you can't lie to somebody who knows the answer to what you're talking about. Of course. But this is the idea is that you're trying to present a story that is not true, that they don't know the truth of, right? Why do most of the lights blink at night in Omaha? Okay, so here, this is an easier one, right? So in the Midwest, our economy is like very, very largely based off of agriculture, right? You cannot water crops during the daytime because when you water crops during the day, the water magnifies the sunlight. And the problem is that a long time ago, when the city started to realize this, what we needed to do is we needed to conserve as much power at night as possible so that we could get all of the watering systems turned on to water the crops overnight so that the sun doesn't fucking burn them during the day. And part of the cost-saving measures that they implemented during that was things like making it sounds dumb, but things like making the stoplights blink or turning off every other street light are policies that they would implement to save energy so that you wouldn't see too much stress on the grid while all of the watering systems were worked on overnight, right? That's a good one. That's a good one. You could fool somebody with that. Like everybody in chat. So like everybody in chat right now is saying that that's not true. But if I had you one-on-one in real life, I could totally convince you of that. And I could bring up bullshit anecdotes to make you believe it. You might say some shit like, well, does water really work that way? I don't know. And I would say some shit like, oh yeah, of course. That's why when people go swimming and people go to the beach, if they don't put on sunscreen, those people always get sunburned because the water serves as like a magnifying lens for any sunlight. And then you would have to stop and think and you would go, well, that is true. A lot of people that go to the beach and go swimming do get sunburned. That's actually true, right? I know I could get you in real life. If I had you one-on-one, 100%, I could get you to stop and think about it. 100%. Destiny thinks everyone is a little retard. No, dude. Let's do it. Let's do it. One-on-one me, bro. Come to Omaha. I'll lie to your face. I'll convince you that I'm right too, okay? People believe that fucking Hillary Clinton rapes little children in the basement of a pizza parlor, okay? You don't think they would believe some excuses like this? Say explain something and chat has to decide whether it's real or fake. Well, chat is always going to... Well, no, because now it's different when you can fact check in real time and consort with a bunch of other people. The way to sell a lie is to root it in things that you know are true, so you use real life examples, and then to talk about concepts that you can't 100% explain. So if you wanted to get really technical on stuff like music or stuff like hardware, like computer hardware, I could 100% convince you of anything because my depth of knowledge in those fields is so great that you can never really refute like any baser concepts that I bring up, right? How do you spot lying if you don't know the truth of something? For me, the ways that I try to detect if people are lying is to usually have some sort of elementary line of knowledge of what they're talking about. And then if that knowledge isn't, if they say something that strikes me as bullshit, I'll usually ask about it. That's usually my way of testing if somebody is bullshitting or not. But if the person is sufficiently intelligent enough, I would never be able to tell. A liar that has a greater depth of knowledge than you about a particular topic will always be able to lie to you, and you will never be able to know if they're telling the truth or not. It's just not possible. You don't have the prerequisite knowledge to know. Oh shit, did my stream die? Oh, never mind. How did you become so high IQ? I just hang out with Asian people and then I absorb all their IQ. That's why all the Asian people that I spent so much time with are so dumb. I'm just kidding. That was really mean. Don't clip that one to Lily. Wait, is she in the chat room? Wait, for how long? That's fucking awkward. Never mind. No, I don't think she's here right now. Never mind. She's probably idle. Oh, she's streaming? Yeah, okay. Never mind. Stop fucking pinging her in chat. You wear contacts extreme, your eyes just not that bad. My eyes aren't that bad. It's 0.5 and 1.0 for my prescription or whatever. Quick maths. Yeah, lying is an acquired meme. You're not in the negatives? Or yeah, they're negative numbers. -1, -0.5 or whatever. What's the most scared you've ever been?